The world would be a better world if we were loving each other. I have no hate. I'm trying to bring as much joy I can in everyone's life. I'm gonna have a cup of tea.
Yes, please. You're gonna have one. Give everybody one cup of tea.
It's not about me. When I'm going to work, it's totally out. I leave in at the door everything what is about me. And when I'm passing the door, it's everything about you. Romania! 3-0!
I saw it and I thought of you, man.
But if you smile 3 minutes per day, the day it's beautiful. Even if it's raining, if you smile, it makes someone else's day much easier and beautiful if you give them a smile.
Today I'm in Brighton, visiting a care provider called Kingsway Care. Kingsway is only a few years old, but it has a strong message. They want to enable independent living at home with fun, laughter, companionship and personalised care. I spoke to Vicky and Lisa to learn more about Kingsway.
Our founder had a personal experience of caring for a family member and thought, this needs to be a bit better than this. And so it wasn't his sector at all. And so he opened up Kingsway just along the road. We worked from his house. And we've been here about 18 months now, I think, haven't we, in this office? Yeah. And the sort of ethos is so that we can just provide care that is always of a high quality, with lots of companionship as well, because we know that social interaction is really, really important, as well as the tasks that need to be done.
What's been the most challenging parts?
All of it.
All of it?
All of it. I'd say, I mean, the roster's always a juggle because that's just difficult in home care. But I think recruitment, we've had tough times with recruitment, but I'd say that when we brought on our sponsorships, I think that was something that's been really positive. We've got 5 or 6 and they are fabulous.
You know, we've got 50 plus clients, we've got 40 carers. You know, there's always something going on. There's always a situation or a drama. You know, beginning of this week, end of last, we've had 3 clients fall and break bones and go into hospital, and you know, there's always something happening like that for us to sort of manage. But yeah, I think recruitment probably was the toughest last year. But like Lisa said, we got the sponsorship licence, and that's allowed us to take on some fantastic people from outside of the UK.
You've got an interesting vibe in the office here. It's not your typical care company. Tell me a bit of the story of how this came about.
I have never been a carer. Lisa's whole career has been in care, so she can tell you about, you know, how, and you will know how tough it is and how tough it can be. And so all our carers, essentially they're lone workers, you know, so when they're out there in the field and we're doing the background, the back office work, you know, but they're having to go from client to client, aren't they? So we wanted to make it a really nice environment for them and be open. You know, you can come in whenever you need to, you can phone whenever you need to, you can come and have your lunch.
We are spending our day with Sorin. We are following him around his appointments to understand what is involved and what sort of mentality it takes. Our first appointment is with Louie, who is in his last year of university. He is a Paralympian and a 2022 UK Boccia national champion. Sorin gives us an introduction to Boccia and to Louie.
It's a game with balls, different colors, red and blue, and they have the jack white. And it's more for people with disabilities, like Louie, who's in a wheelchair. And he's amazing, he's smiling, he makes my mornings sunshine, even if he doesn't. We're laughing a lot, we're chatting a lot. He's a good fun all the time.
And this is something you do every day for him, 7 days or 5 days?
Every day, 5 days per week. He doesn't need two days because he's very independent, even like that. He just requires 2 hours in the morning, and that it's in showering, assist him to get dressed.
I wanted to learn a bit more about Sorin and how he got into being a caregiver.
The founder of this for Kingsway, it's my friend, and I know him before he started Kingsway, when I was a fisherman.
You were a fisherman?
I were a fisherman in Sorin for 4 years almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to think about my health because my back was very sore and in pain, and for 8 weeks I was in agony. But yeah, and after that I helped to build the actual office, and like that, being friends, Ollie was asking me if I would like to try to be a carer, and I said, yeah, why not? I can try. I would love to try. I want to try as many possible works because it helps you in the future with everything. You learn new skills. This is a new skill, which is lovely, and I love helping people. I enjoy so much helping people with everything they need. Even when I'm going in their home, I'm asking them all the time, if you need assistance with anything, I would gladly help. Yeah, I enjoy it so much. I enjoy it every moment. And even when I go in, I give them all hugs, because I'm a hug person. And it's so wonderful when you get a warm hug from your clients, actually.
Sorin is from Romania and moved here 8 years ago. We discussed his eclectic range of previous jobs.
I mean, I was before in Germany being a butcher.
So let me get this straight. You've been a butcher, a builder, a fisherman, and now you're a carer.
And I've been even a baker.
And a baker too.
For 7 years I was baking bread with potato and for my village where I live. And I was working in a factory who was for steering wheel.
Okay.
I did a lot of jobs. I loved everything I did.
We arrived at Louie's, where Sorin was excited to see his friend.
Morning, Sorin. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Good.
Good, come here.
Man. Nice to see you, mate.
Oh, nice to see you too. How are you doing?
Yeah, cool.
How was your weekend?
Lovely.
Lovely?
Really good.
Yes,
I saw my family.
Yeah?
It's really nice. Hello, Lou.
Hi, Louie.
Hi,
Good.
Louie.
Hi, Louie. Good to see
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great. Sorin's just
good.
been telling us loads of amazing stories about you.
Yeah, no, lots of stories. Makes me nervous.
Don't panicking,
Yeah,
don't panicking, yeah.
No, it's good.
It was lovely seeing the two clearly close friends catch up.
Romania, 3-0!
I saw it and I thought of you, man. I saw
Oh my
it,
god, I was
like, what?
jumping on the sofa yesterday
Yeah.
like crazy. Oh, sorry.
After catching up, Sorin helped Louie get undressed and then showered, where they were talking about Louie's night out.
Rum, vodka.
It's my last week at uni.
Oh no, you're allowed.
That's why we moved this back to 9:15 rather than 8.
Once showered, Louie told Sorin what he wanted to wear for the day, and Sorin helped Louie dress while chatting like old friends.
I've heard stories that you've
Yes.
a bit of an international superstar.
Yeah. So have you heard of Boccia?
I've got to be honest, I hadn't until 2 days ago. I had to look it up, but
Did a research?
I did,
Yeah.
but it looks awesome.
Yeah, so it's like bowls. So you've got these soft leather balls, chuck them at the jack. But yeah, I've been really lucky. Like this year, been to like 4 different countries already. So Croatia, Canada, Finland, and Brazil. So flew all over to play.
Where do you imagine it will take you?
I hope so. I went to the Paralympics in Tokyo.
Okay, wow.
I think I'm gonna miss out on Paris. Probably like it was hard being a student, balancing it with all the training. I'm hoping maybe LA, or I'd really like to get to another Paralympics again one day.
What are you studying here?
International development.
International
Yeah.
development. Okay.
So it's really cool. I've kind of tried to take like a disability lens on a lot of my sort of essays and projects, and just look at that sort of perspective, which has been really nice. And I'm so pleased Sussex has given us like the freedom to sort of focus on issues that are important to us.
Louie was telling me how he is finishing university in 1 week's time and how he's going to miss the Kingsway team. I asked Sorin how he felt about this.
So sad.
Oh no.
I'm really sad,
You're gonna make me
but,
emotional, man.
but I'm really sad, but I'm really happy for him that he trying to be more independent and go on, man, be free.
Yeah.
I want him to
Exactly.
be free.
Yes, man. That's so nice. But we've had a good time, haven't we? It's been a lot.
Yeah,
as well.
the best
So,
time. The best
yeah.
time in the morning for me was visiting him.
You know, every day we see each other. It's, you know, it's just glad we become good friends as well, which is really cool. That so get an opportunity to do that, and it's actually something I didn't think I'd get from sort of agency care, because it gets a really bad representation that's very like transactional. But actually, with Kingsway, it's been great because I got to know all the carers really well, and that's made the experience and the care so much easier.
Louie was talking me through the rules of boccia, then Yara, another carer from Kingsway, arrived.
No, I can't let you in.
Wow.
Sorry.
I think that's Yara.
It's Yara.
We then moved into the kitchen where Sorin was typing up his notes, and Yara cooked Louie some breakfast. Our chat turned into how being a carer is such an underappreciated profession.
Probably that's why it's very hard to find people working in this sector.
Exactly.
Because they feel unappreciated.
There's definitely a need to change how everyone sees care.
Yeah.
Seeing the value of working in care. The health system sees care and the role that care, particularly community care, has.
Like you are young, you actually don't think like when you get older, you don't think about these things. That's why it's maybe harder. But like you came in age, or you actually start doing this job, you actually
Totally
find out
change
that
your
actually,
life.
Yeah, that's gonna be me one day.
And that's why people are running from this. That's why people are running from this.
Yeah, it's so
because they are
much to
scared.
take in, you
They are
know?
too
I
scared.
still don't feel old, but sometimes if I have elderly people, I start to be scared. Like, my God, really, it's here. This is coming.
After saying goodbye, we got back into the car and headed to the next appointment. I wanted to reflect on Louie and Sorin's relationship.
He's soft and kind and super lovely. But he's cheeky sometimes, which is lovely as well. And I'm so proud of him. To be honest, I'm very proud of him. Because the first year he had a living-in carer next to his room, and he didn't like it as being really restricted and all the time with somebody after you and not being able to do what you want to do. And yeah, after the first year, yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing how much just a little bit change can do to a person.
Sorin is heading back to Romania this year. Working in care has clearly made him miss his family back home.
It's like my second family, and they make me be more homesick. That's why I'm going home this year. I want to go home. I miss my family. I miss them so much. But I'm gonna miss them as well. And all the clients, I'm gonna miss them. Everyone is so lovely. Every client is so lovely. And the connection I enjoy all the connection with clients, and not just with clients, with carers as well, and with managers and with everyone in this company, which I enjoyed very much. I consider them as my second family. I'm trying to bring as much joy I can in everyone's life. And all the time I'm going smiling inside of clients' house because I love that. I am a smiley person. I'm trying to lift them up. It's just here. So I'm trying to bring them as much joy I can in their life. Whew. Here we go.
Our next appointment was with Eric, who lives with his wife Rosemary. Eric receives care to help with some daily activities that he now struggles with.
How are you doing?
Okay.
I'm not alone today.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay. It's a change of plans today.
It's a change of plans.
Eric updated Sorin on the change of plans, and then they discussed what Sorin will be doing today.
I put the cream on your leg.
Yeah.
I'm gonna empty all the bottles.
Yes.
Take the rubbish out.
Rosemary said, would you do the compost?
Yeah, I would do the compost.
And also, you could do some watering if that's all right. Yeah.
Definitely. Easy peasy.
Whilst Sorin carried out some cleaning tasks, Eric and I chatted about when Kingsway started to help him.
When I was stuck in hospital for 7 weeks, last July and August, and then Kingsway took over. My wife suddenly realised that I had got this problem with my leg, and it was turned out to be cellulitis. And according to the hospital, it was one of the worst cases they'd ever come across. I mean, my left leg looked like an artist's palette, and you could have fried an egg on it. It's so hot, yeah.
It sounds like you've got some gardening duties today.
Well, it so happens, it's Sorin, he quite likes gardening, so we let him water. We've got a new rose bed, so he waters the plants, yeah.
Yeah, Sorin's a man of many talents.
Yeah, he kindly brought us some of his homemade bread. Apparently he used to be a baker, at one time. And it's very nice.
Eric used to be a geography teacher, and he retired in 1992. He's also a huge music fan, working as an usher in the opera for 24 years.
Rosemary and I were in the Brighton Festival Chorus. I was in for 50 years. I was a founder member. Yeah. And you name it, in the classical world, we've sung under them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing the piano next door.
Oh, yeah.
Is that something you still play?
Yeah. Not as much as I used to. Yeah, I can't sit for long on the stool at the moment.
It was fantastic seeing Sorin's positive, happy attitude making Eric laugh.
Tell me, how was the bread? Did you enjoy the
I
bread?
meant to tell you, we loved it.
Really?
Really nice.
Good.
We both very much enjoyed it.
Good. I'm happy then.
Oh, we didn't leave any. There wasn't any left. Oh, excuse me.
Can I have the other one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello? Yes? Well, funnily enough, I have carers from Kingsway, and they're doing some filming at the moment, so it's not really convenient. Could you ring this afternoon?
I then went outside to catch up with Sorin, who was watering Eric and Rosemary's garden.
How often do you do the watering of the garden?
Every time when I'm here to visit.
Okay.
Every time. Even if I'm every day here, I'm doing it every day.
Did you plant the roses?
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't. I would love to plant them, but there was already planted.
Before Sorin left, and whilst he was writing his notes, Eric was telling us about a surprise he did for Sorin.
He was a bit surprised when I greeted him with K-Fatch.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, every morning he's telling me, how are you in my language? And I was like, oh, I can't believe it.
This then started a conversation about Romania and Eric's trip there many years ago with his family.
Would you like me to do anything else, Eric?
No, that's fine, sorry. I think that's everything today. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Take care, please. Bye.
After leaving Eric's and on our way to our final appointment, we got onto the topic of how this job affects Sorin.
Not really much. Sometimes I'm feeling low because for no reason probably, or I'm worried about maybe a client or it's in hospital and all that stuff. But no, I'm doing really good, I think. To be honest. I'm surprising myself. I'm sleeping much more, which probably that helps. I'm sleeping much more than I was sleeping when I was a fisherman. And that helps me probably to cope much easier.
Some of the days you have must be really hard.
No, I don't see it like that. I'm a hard worker and I enjoy working. When you enjoy working, there are the hard days. There are, and sometimes you don't know. You never know what's expecting you when you get to the client. So it's like, how it gonna be? But yeah, I take everything as it is, as it came. No, I don't make no plans or no. I just enjoy. I'm enjoying anyway. I'm enjoying everything.
We arrived at our last appointment for the day with Lawrence, who is 92 and lives by himself.
Oh, the camera. I'm going to do some dusting.
After making us all laugh, Lawrence sat down for lunch, which Sorin helped prepare. Lawrence then talked to us about how he has lived in this house for 63 years and how so much has changed around him, including the field at the bottom of his garden.
There is a horse at the bottom of the garden, and I think it's there for stud purposes only, which is good, clever fun if you're a horse and like that. Oh dear.
I'm gonna have a cup of tea.
Yes, please. You're going to have one. Do everybody want a cup of tea?
I'd love a cup of tea. So how long have you been having Kingsway Care come into your home?
I can't remember now, about 18 months, I think. You get so used to it, it's part of the routine.
I heard from the office where Sorin works that you were evacuated in the war.
Oh, yes, I was evacuated to Yorkshire during the war, and I was very fortunate. But there were 4 of us sent to this house, but the couple who were the main occupiers of the house were quite well off, but the husband had got a very bad heart, and they felt that they couldn't cope with 4 boys, but they could cope with 2. So I subsequently said, well, how did you choose my brother and I instead of the other 2? And they said, because your mother knitted the vests. So because David and I had knitted vests, we were chosen in favour of the other 2. Anyway, we've got these sultana and oat biscuits out. That's not the only packet of...
Oh no, there are more, but I didn't want to. You want me more?
Produce another packet of something else. Well, if you can't, you can offer tea and biscuits, and you've done what is required.
Sorin then served up Lawrence's lunch.
In this one, yeah?
Yes, yes.
How many? 2?
2 ladles.
2 ladles?
The ladle is on the...
It's in here.
Oh, you've got it. This soup was made by my niece, who came and tidied me up yesterday.
Did she? Wait.
Thank you.
Does she do that often for you?
Well, it depends how often soup making is done.
That's very fair.
Oh.
I asked Sorin what care he supports Lawrence with.
Having a cup of tea with him, chat. If he needs some hoovering, cleaning, sweeping, stuff like that. Taking the rubbish out sometimes. Make sure the bathroom are clean.
And sometimes when it's an early morning shift, giving me a shower or helping me
assisting more than helping you, but I'm gonna water your orchids because I see they're a little bit pale.
We talked about how Lawrence loves the theatre and how he used to be a regular theatre goer. Sorin then wrote up his notes, whilst Lawrence talked to me about ageing.
When you get old, I can only lift my arm up so far. Tai Chi teaches you to relax the arm and you can bring it up a bit further. And getting old is not easy. It's a lesson in perseverance and bloody mindedness. Never mind. Never mind. One is very grateful. Very grateful.
After spending time with Lawrence, Sorin is now heading back to the Kingsway office as his shift has finished. The nature of his care is inspirational. Sorin gave me an insight into why he does it, especially the way he does it.
I'm doing everything like I would do it for myself. Even caring, even watering, even sweeping or hoovering, I'm doing like I would do it in my house. I'm not doing like for anyone else, it's for me. When everyone would see it like that, that would be different. People with there would be different mentalities and different ways. Because that's the easiest way, to do it like you would do it for yourself, no?
After spending the day with Sorin, his whole outlook on life, his positivity, his happiness, it's all infectious. Before leaving, I wanted to reflect with him on this and hear more about his mentality towards life and towards care.
The world would be a better world if we were loving each other. I have no hate towards anyone, even if they do mistake or even they let me down or anything. I can't hate anyone. In 5 minutes for me, it's just gone. It's just gone.
You've obviously got a natural need to care and to be supportive of other people. But you must have some deep motivation to do this job, right? Because it's really hard.
I don't see it hard. Sometimes it is hard. It's not about me. When I'm going to work, it's totally out. I leave in at the door everything what is about me. And when I'm passing the door, it's everything about you. You're the most important thing for me, that I'm 100% for them there. Which I think that makes it so easy for me, because I'm just there with them. I'm not thinking about anything else, nothing matters. I'm just trying to make their life more enjoyable. I'm bringing them bread, and for a lady I was bringing flowers because I wanted to see her happy and to bring a little bit joy in their life. That it is about.
Yeah, your positivity is commendable. What's the best thing though about this job? There's got to be one thing that makes this job really good. What is it?
All the stories and advices. Advices from elderly people towards. I mean, I'm asking an elderly lady, what would you tell yourself if you would be my age to do? Some of them, they will ask me, smile more. That makes your life more. I mean, even when you have a bad day, at the end of the day, you have to smile because you passed through that horrible day, as you want to call it or as you want to say it. But if you smile 3 minutes per day, the day it's beautiful. Even if it's raining, if you smile, it makes someone else's day much easier and beautiful if you give them a smile or even a small bit of your happiness. I enjoy everything I'm doing, everything, and I'm doing with my open heart.
After today, it makes you realise how much the world needs more people like Sorin. Being a caregiver is hard. It can be really hard. The pressure, the heartache, the responsibility. Yet Sorin has the passion, the joy, and the light to make the world for the people he cares for better and brighter. What an amazing gift someone can give.